Shlomo and hello from Prescott, Arizona. This is Elke Spiliopoulos with Albunde Bashmayo. Today is November 29th, which not only marks the day after Thanksgiving here in the United States, and I hope you all had a wonderful one, but it is also the feast day of Mor Jacob of Sarug, who is one of the premier theologians and poets of the Syriac Orthodox Church. I recently came back from an academic conference where I was able to pick up a number of books, in particular a lot of books on the homilies of Mor Jacob, and one of them I'm holding here in my hand. This is a book by Gorgias Press called Jacob of Sarug's Homily on the Love of God towards Humanity and of the Just towards God. So this was translated by Dominic Sergi. And I wanted to just read to you from this book a little bit, and I'm starting in verse 285. Then the Father also manifested his love to the world, delivering his only Son to be slaughtered for its sake. He bound his beloved Son to the cross for sinners, and his love obscured all excellence that had entered the world. He had but one Son, whom he gave to death for all people. All wills were astonished and rose with his goodwill. He so magnified his love that whoever loved was ashamed if he considered his love comparable to God's. The whole course of righteousness lags behind him, and that excellence of all the just rose in amazement. He manifested his love, and they manifested their love to the whole earth. And because God's love was gleaming, all their brilliance receded and diminished. They were obscured as a lamp by the ardent sun, and the light of his love alone shone forth upon creation. The just did not attain, in their excellence, the goodness that the Father accomplished for the whole world. Against his will their virtues were as nothing, and in proportion to his love, their righteousness was unequally matched. His immense and good love overwhelmed their offerings, and beside him they were as nothing because of the rewards he imparted. Before the Father manifested his love, they were virtuous, but from the time that he delivered his Son to the cross, he astounded them. As they considered how much they loved and labored with him, they beheld his only Son suspended on the cross and shuddered from his love. When they deemed themselves equal to his justice, they perceived, through his cross, how deficient they were next to his grace. The Father astonished and awed them with his love, and they saw they owed him payments that cannot be entirely repaid. They estimated and weighed their righteousness against his love, and they understood how lacking they were against his magnificence. They just loved God because of God. His is greater as he delivered his Son on behalf of the wicked. They loved because of hope in the new life. And he loved so that death might find his Son, to die in order that his beloved ones might live, for he loved them. And the evildoers saw his love by means of his death for their sake. They realized that anyone who approaches God will live forever with him in the blissful light. He also knew that if he mingled with humankind for their sake, he would die with them to revive them. The pretext of his death was not enough to block his path. Neither did humankind's evil prevent him from his salvific purpose. The trial of the Father's love is the death of his Son, and henceforth the world learned how much he loved it. What a beautiful, beautiful reflection on God's love toward us, on the Son, Jesus Christ, dying for us on the cross. And I hope and pray that your heart will follow completely after this magnificent, gracious, wonderful, and loving God. I'll talk to you real soon, and I wish you a really blessed rest of your morning, day, evening, wherever you're listening from. See you soon.